What is up, what is up, what is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports, and it's time for some Madden. It's time for some Browns. The 2026 simulated season, it is here. Browns are 1-0 after shocking the Ravens in Week 1. Did just enough to win, played decent defense. Shador looked okay with this help of the rebuild offensive line and some of the new pieces that we've got. Guy smashes the guitar. Home open here. How about an afternoon kickoff? 4:15 kickoff for the Browns and the Squealers in this one. Appreciate everybody being on. My name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel only place you're going to find these simulated sporting events. This is a nice look at Mike McCarthy on the sideline. New Steelers head coaches. They are in a rebuild a bit. That's a very slender and young looking Todd Monken, the closest I could get the way they looked. But again, they gained 516 yards of offense, which is his situation. Being the offensive coordinator, per se. So, let's go ahead and get this one kicked off. Appreciate you being on. Again, thanks so much to all my subscribers. You guys are the very best. Really appreciate it. Schmidt will tee it up left to right on your radio dial. Welcome in, Karen. Welcome in, Alex. Welcome in, Jim. Good to have you guys on. Yeah, maybe. I know that Mary Kay put that thing out there, and then he responded on Instagram or something like that. Must be news to me or something like that. So, I don't know what's going on. Ty Simpson, he is the quarterback. Again, Aaron Rodgers in the game, retired. You cannot make a guy unretire, unfortunately. So he is the quarterback. I'm not sure if that's the direction that they're going to go, but he's in there right now. I'll hand off to Jalen Warren. He'll try to go wide on the first play. And JOK, still on our team as the third linebacker, makes the tackle. But thanks so much for joining me, truly and seriously. Quick throw left side. It's a slant. Ben Skoranek on the other end of it from Ty Simpson, third and short coming up. So we'll see. I think what Mary Kay really reported is that he's having trouble finding a doctor who will clear him. So that necessarily right there doesn't say he's ready to retire. It's just saying that nobody's wanting to stake their medical license on, returning him to play, and then he gets hurt worse or something. So I'm assuming he's willing to accept the risk, but so far no one has been able to do that. So we'll see. Hey, Mason, welcome in. Oh, okay, Andrew Berry says something. I have not listened to Andrew Berry or Monken's pressers yet from the Combine. I'm assuming if there were any major brain busters that had come out of that, I would have heard, but I have not had a chance to listen to them yet. This is volleyball tryouts week, so it's been a very busy one. Here at Nagy on Sports Central, as Coach Nagy gets ready to defend his conference title. And offsides against the wrong direction Browns. Hey, Felgren, welcome in. Go Browns. Denzel actually offsides. 2nd and 1 coming up. Ty Simpson, the quarterback. The only other real piece of addition, they've added John Simpson as a veteran left guard, and they added Deebo Samuel. So they have DK Metcalf and Deebo Samuel as their 2 wide receivers. We know that they need wide receiver help, and there was Metcalf right there, actually dropped the pass. Yeah, I mean, I think that they pretty much have to say that until they're ready to just pay him to stay home, but they can't possibly trot him back out onto the field and fully, like they would never hear the end of it. Uh-oh, Alex is stuck on a loading screen. I've had issues with that. That might be your individual internet. I apologize. Everything seems to be okay on my end. Everybody else's stream's looking okay. 3-0 as the Steelers go right down the field. Okay, he's back. All right, weekend in Toledo. Okay, Mason, good luck to you in Toledo, wherever you might be getting into. I can only assume. All right, Shedeur Sanders. Pretty good game last week. They're not going to show us his stats. Now 24 years of age, still 6'2", 212. The armpit of Ohio. Hey, we've got some Toledo natives. Yeah, I would say his Instagram post made him feel surprised. By the way, Quinshon Judkins with a huge run of the 40, now 35 to the 30. So distracted with the chat, I didn't realize Quinshon Judkins is ripping off a 47-yard run. He looked really good in the Week 1 win over Baltimore. Part of the reasons the Browns and the Steelers both 1-0 in this one now. Motion coming across the formation. Fannin will fire it to the right side in the direction of Brian Thomas Jr. How about his inaugural Browns performance? 8 for 102 and 2 touchdowns. Yes, please. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Again, in our offseason, we traded a second-round pick and Jerry Jeudy for Brian Thomas. And the Jags took it. Pressure coming. P.J. Watt, and he will sack him. Highsmith there, too, as they play a quick game of I'll see ya at Shedeur. Wonder if they'll build in the wrist celebration to Madden 27. Feels like it's got to be coming, right? Whenever Shedeur does something or whenever somebody sacks Shedeur, it feels like that's only natural that would be coming. Maybe it's just me. Shedeur now pressure. He'll step up, fire it, left side, layer it beautifully, and a caught first down, rather. Patrick Queen on the coverage. That was Cedric Tillman, who made a really nice play in the first down for the Browns. Play action out of the boot. Pressure coming from Highsmith, and he just throws it away in the direction of the corner of the end zone where the old Browns drum line used to be set. Remember the Browns drum line? Anybody remember the Cleveland Browns drum line? They were right there in that corner above the green jacketed photographers. Now Judkins to the left, running through a tackle hard. Nice gain of 6, 3rd and 4. A bunch of receivers to the right side. Shedeur in a shotgun on this 3rd and 4. Rookie center Pat Coogan snaps it back. Now, Shedeur in trouble. He'll run. He's in trouble. He's got some space. Now he'll waggle his way into the end zone. Methodical with the feet that time. Shedeur Sanders. First touchdown of the game belongs to his feet, and then he'll do like a weird gorilla roll into the back of the end zone. Very patient, very methodical, and into the end zone for Shedeur Sanders. Touchdown Browns. Just a reminder of this rebuilt offense. Left to right on the offensive line. DeJuan Jones still the left tackle. Did somebody hit him? Somebody did hit him. Well, he's never going to be that explosive as a rookie, Malik Muhammad, cornerback out of Texas. They will take the very short field on the kickoff. He's never going to be as explosive as Lamar, but I think we saw last year that he has a willingness to extend the play when he needs to. And that one, it opened right up. Why not go take it? 7-3 Browns after one drive. Anyway, quick offensive roster recap for the Browns, since that's where the majority of the changes have happened. Left to right on your offensive line, DeJuan Jones, left tackle, left guard, Emmanuel Pegnon, rookie out of Oregon. Center, rookie Pat Coogan out of Indiana. Right guard, Tevin Jenkins, re-signed in free agency. And right tackle, Francis Mauinoa. So 3/5 are rookies, and the other 2 are Tevin Jenkins and DeJuan Jones. Tight ends, of course, Harold Fannin, and we signed Isaiah Likely in free agency. Wide receivers, I just told you that we traded for Brian Thomas, got rid of Jerry Jeudy in the process, also drafted Carnell Tate. Our third receiver then would be Isaiah Bond. Tillman's still around, Corley's still around, etc. I think Thrash may run the practice squad. Pressure coming, and Alex Wright will get home. His 3rd sack of the young season already, and it makes up 4th and long as Ty Simpson could not evade the pass rush of Alex Wright, and the Browns will force a punt. On defense, it's exactly the same. Ronnie Hickman got a new number. He's going to be number 1. And I did bring back JOK because it's my team and I can do what I want. So I brought him back. Otherwise, no significant changes on the defensive line. Lee Collins still under contract. Mike Hall, Mason Graham, Shelby Harris did retire. Aiden Huntington still on the team as well. Quick throw right side. Caught by Fannin. Decked, but he actually throws it off. That was Ramsey who comes up to make the stick. And he throws him off of him like a bug. Now Shador out of a shotgun. Obviously, Quinshon back in the backfield. We did draft a running back very late, but he's practice squad player at this point. So it'll be Quinshon, Dylan Sampson, and Rocket Sanders as your three-headed running back monster. No Jerome Ford any longer. Now a 3rd and 3. Shador, quick little slant across the middle. Caught first down and more. That's Isaiah Bond showing some of the wheels across the midfield stripe. Getting tackled by Jabril Peppers, former Browns first-round pick in that same class, of course, with David Njoku. Nice little lead, almost like a lead blocker there with Fannin. After he chose not to throw it to him, Fannin immediately turned into a blocker. That was a nice play for a first down. 1st and 10. Again, Tate, 35 to the 30. Carnell to the 20, to the 15, and Peppers saves a touchdown. Carnell Tate wearing number 8. And he is into the high red zone / low gold zone here. Now Shador again. Pressure coming. Ball pops out awkwardly. It's going to be scooped up. And Queen's going to go the distance. Dewan couldn't fall on it. 25, 10, 5, touchdown. Patrick Queen with a scoop and score. Unless we're going to get a booth review to save us on this one. I couldn't tell what happened. It looked like Shador got run into by his own offensive lineman. That's exactly what happened. Oh, he's down for sure. Ball pops out, and Queen runs all the way down the field. Let's see if we can get saved by the booth review here. It's a nice-looking gritty, Patrick, but I think this one's coming back. There's the booth review. Fortunately, I can't touch any buttons because it'll screw it up otherwise. Hey, 504, welcome on. And yes, I agree that it should be. So he actually gets kind of kicked. Yeah, elbows down. That thing's way down. Kind of gets drop kicked by Pat Coogan. That looked like a Joey Bosa on Penn State sack, where he just pushes the offensive lineman into the quarterback, which feels like an ultimate flex. Anyway, result is just a sack of loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Here come the Browns. 5-step drop for Shador. Quick throw over the middle. Brian Thomas tackled by T.J. Watt at the 6-yard line. Now a 3rd and 5. They can't actually get a first down at the 1-yard line. But for all intents and purposes, it's 3rd and goal. Shador, fire to the middle. Caught! And Bond is a yard short. Let's see how aggressive Monken wants to be here in the home opener. 4 minutes to go in quarter number 1. And he wants to take the short points. Towards the dog pound, Schmidt happens. And Andre's kick is up, and his kick is good. 10-3 Browns. After surviving that scoop and score, they will tack 3 onto the lead. Maybe that's why Mike McCarthy. I don't know why it feels like such the perfect caricature for Mike McCarthy. Sometimes easier to find than others when you make the new coaches, I'll say that. All right, defense. Let's see if we can get him again. Young quarterback Ty Simpson. Again, Aaron Rodgers retiring in the game. And Simpson now in there. He's got Caleb Johnson and Jalen Warren fired right side. Caught in traffic. 3 different receivers over there. There's Deebo Samuel coming over from 49ers/Commanders. And now in an opportunity to play with DK Metcalf. So Deebo and DK. Probably super pumped that Ty Simpson is their quarterback. But Ty Simpson beat out Will Howard in camp, apparently, in the virtual camp, because now he's the quarterback. Now Simpson rolling. In trouble. Hit as he throws by Mike Hall. Incomplete. There's Ronnie Hickman wearing number 1. No, it's not MJ Emerson. MJ Emerson was signed by somebody else in free agency, I believe. I'm curious to see if they bring him back or not. To me, the Campbell deal feels like that's the end for Emerson. They sort of play the same position. Not sure any of those 3 guys go into the slot easily. And I realize you have to have some depth and some backups, but you're not going to pay starter money for a backup. 3rd and 14 now. Ty Simpson in a shotgun situation. Back to pass now. Simpson, just a 3-man rush. He'll float it over the middle, and it's caught! Deebo again. He beat Delpit across the middle, and that thing floated up there for a long time. And I think he's pretty lucky. Let's see what the Browns' coverage was. Clearly a zone, and he threw it right over the top. It was actually Mason Graham. Why in the world was Mason Graham tracking him down the middle of the field? That was clearly some sort of defensive bust. And Simpson took advantage. Kudos to him. Now he'll run. 40, 35, 30. There are no Browns in the middle of the field. He'll dive in front of Denzel at the 21. A nice first down for Ty Simpson. Again, son of a coach. Only had the 1 year of starts at Alabama. That will be what people are worried about when evaluating his tape, certainly. Hit as he throws again. Caught, though, by Pat Freiermuth. First down and goal. There's Jerome Baker. Beaten in covers that time by Baby Gronk. They still call him Baby Gronk? That's what they called him coming out of college. Pitt? No. What did he pick out? Simpson's got green grass again. He'll slide right in 5. Fryer, why can't I think where he went to college at? Driving me crazy. Anyway. Turn around. They called him Baby Gronk. I don't know how many more generations of tight ends we need to keep calling such and such Gronk before it's going to be Farmer Kelsey or Baby Kelsey or something like that. And in the first quarter, 10-3 Browns lead. Guys, appreciate you joining me here for a little late afternoon Browns sim. Again, sorry for not being able to do it on Tuesday. I had the stomach bug that's going around, and it was not fun. And then yesterday felt like, the last 2 days just felt like dog meat trying to recover from the multiple hours of violent vomiting, which I would not recommend anyone. Deebo Samuel touchdown, by the way. Now that we've gone too in depth on me being sick. Appreciate you joining me, though. Thanks so much again to all my subscribers. You guys are the very, very best. And wouldn't keep doing it if y'all wouldn't keep watching it. So thanks again. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we'd very much appreciate that as we continue to push towards 1,200. Also, make sure you hit that thumbs up button as it does continue to help grow the audience. Are they going to rough the kicker this time? They are. All of a sudden, we can't stop roughing the kicker here. Dom Jones. As opposed to Tom Jones. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Way out of the back of the end zone because they kicked it from the 50. All right, 10-10. First play of the second quarter. Yeah, so far very accurate. I thought it's a glitch, but you're right, it is very accurate. How about a little bubble screen to Carnell Tate? Oh, sweet move to the 50 and to the 45. Carnell Tate. Nice little run after catch there as he beat Joey Porter. And Peppers had to come over and maybe save another touchdown. So far, Tate's 2 touches have looked very nice. He comes in motion now from the top of the screen. Give it up the middle, Quinshon, fighting his way through the middle. He's got 3 carries for 58 yards. That'll do. That'll do, Quinshon. Brian Thomas whispering something to the back of the head of Francis Maui-Noah, perhaps. Fire across the middle, another flag on the play. And we're going to get a holding on the offense, which isn't that direction, and that is the aforementioned rookie, Francis Maui-Noah. Our pick at number 24 was Maui-Noah. He fell that far. A lot of teams winning the defensive studs, pass rushers and cornerbacks. Safeties obviously, Kent Downs went early. We decided to go Tate at 6. Derek Harmon's going to get a sack, by the way. Rookie from a year ago. Oregon player. 3rd and 21. Back to pass now. 11 personnel. Fannin stays in for some max protect. Pressure still coming. Fired up, but he fired it short. I think he maybe slipped. And not a great drive there for the Browns on offense. And Bojorquez will have to try to get out the old lob wedge here. Put some backspin on this thing. Left foots it down towards punt returner right at the 1, but it does not have the right kind of spin on it. It goes out of the back of the end zone. So in a 3 and out of sorts for the Browns, let's look at Deebo Samuel. It's hard for him to believe he and DK Metcalf have been in the league the same amount of years, and it's only 7. Alex wants some situational coach mode. Okay. Feels like they've been okay. But I'll take it under advisement. I'm nothing if not a man of the people. You know this. Motion coming. Fake it to Scarani. Give it up the middle to Warren. Hit right away by Mason Graham. Swallowed him up. Mason Graham. A year later, do we still like the pick? I still feel like I do. Mason Graham plus Quinshon plus whatever they get at 24. For Travis Hunter and what, Vishal Tootin? Is that who they got with the other pick we've given him? Nice sack again by Alex Wright. Already 4 again on this young season. And the Browns will force a 3 and out. Okay, I got you, Alex. I'm with you. All right. Marvadan from his own 40 up to the 46. Short field for the Browns. Let's see what they can muster here on offense. And a shotgun, Shedeur Sanders. Now back to pass. Fired quickly over the middle. Caught. Ooh, thrown to the ground, but held on to by Isaiah Bond. Really nice throw and catch. And he took a lick for his efforts, but he held on to the football. Now here's the late handoff. Quinshon up the middle. Shaq Thompson, longtime veteran linebacker, coming over in free agency to join this team as they needed another middle linebacker to play with Peyton Wilson and Patrick Queen. Thrown right side, beautifully dumped off to Harold Fanon. Take the easy first down. It's not flashy, but it does move the sticks. And that's exactly what they need right there, in my personal opinion. Stretch it right side, Dylan Sampson. He can't get the corner. Patrick Queen closed it off. Running wide is so difficult in this game. That's why the majority of our run plays are that inside zone look, which fortunately the Browns run in real life as well, so it makes it easier for us to feel realistic here, which is what we try to do. Sorry, I was answering a text from Mrs. Nagy on Sports. Into the corner. They try to throw a jump ball for Quinshon. Incomplete. And they will stall out. And Schmidt will come in for another field goal. His second attempt of the first half. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Browns lead it 13-10. I had stopped talking for a minute, Jim, I think is what he was commenting on. I was texting. I didn't want to talk and text at the same time. (13-10), 7:52 in the second quarter. Here we go. 203 to 100 total yards right now, but the points only separated by 3. Our rookie quarterback Ty Simpson from the University of Alabama hands off to Jalen Warren, who sticks it to the right side for a gain of 4. And Denzel knocks him to the ground. Ty Simpson now gets the snap. Pressure coming. He'll wiggle now. 35 to the 40. To the 45, and he'll slide right before Marcus Epps, the new backup safety, is able to take him to the turf. Looked like he was coming in with some ill intentions, so smart on Simpson to slide. Nice formation here. They'll stretch it to the right side. Here he is again. Warner, nice little cut. Collins makes a tackle, but an 11-yard gain is mustered before he can be dragged to the ground by Malik Collins. Hopefully he'll be able to be healthy again. 13-10. The middle. J.O.K. right away. Along with Malik Collins and Miles Harden there. You can see 26, 96, and 6. A lot of 6s on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Trips to the left side. Now back to pass for Simpson. Spin move, Myles Garrett, who's going to get credited for a holding call. And once again, Simpson wisely gets down. Because Myles, I think, is going to draw it against Fatanu, the right tackle. Or Alex Wright will catch it against Broderick Jones, the left tackle. 2nd and 19, pushing back to the midfield stripe. Simpson in trouble. Wright again! Are you kidding me? 3 first-half sacks for Alex Wright. Talk about the guy opposite Myles feasting, and right now, that's Alex Wright. I think that's 5 sacks for him in the first 2 games. Wild, wild, wild. Hit up the middle again! Oh, they're going to say that's his 3rd sack of the game. Alex Wright A monster. A machine. A man. Browns are going to force a punt here. A 4th and 28 with under 4.5 to go. Gage Larvadan back to receive said punt from Corliss Waitman. Larvadan from his own 18. And he's stuck right about the 26-yard line, and Shador back out onto the football field. Incomplete pass to the right side. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. Fired over the middle and incomplete now. 3rd and 10 coming up. I did not hear what happened with Kevin down in Atlanta. Fired across the middle and a nice catch by Carnell Tate. Can you give me a little heads up on what happened with Kevin? Big sack up the middle there. I'm going to do a lance together. Okay, that was very pretty. Derek Harmon. Sorry guys, a little distracted here, too many other things going on. I will focus my attention more on the game as Shador's going to be sacked by TJ Watt once again. I'm not sure that's possible yet, Wendell, because they can't have team meetings yet. The team walked off the field. They had a meeting asking him what happened with... maybe it happened. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line. Not that I don't believe you, but it feels unlikely just because they can't have team meetings. They don't know who their team is yet. They got to sign free agents and draft people, those kinds of things. Anyway, we're under 2 to play. Browns still lead by 3 points. Simpson in trouble. He'll wiggle. He'll be hit as he throws. Oh, Miles pulverizes him. And we've got an injury timeout. Who's the injury on? Is it on Miles? Miles is flexing after his sack. Oh, it is on Miles. And he goes to the sideline. All right, some sports news on YouTube. Okay. Again, not that we don't believe you. I'm sure people are going to ask him about Sanders. And I'm really curious, and I'm sure people ask him about Watson. I'm sure both situations will say, wasn't my idea. Back to pass now. Simpson fired it left side. Incomplete. Wow. Ward had a chance. Debo had a chance. Incomplete is the net result. And with 93 seconds left, Browns are going to get the football back. Let's see if they can try to get something cooking here at the 2-minute drill. Again, appreciate everybody being on again. My name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports, only place you're going to find these slow sim sporting events with live original commentary. We're in the beginning. It's only week 2 of our 2026 Browns simulated season. We've gone through the whole offseason with the decisions that we would make if we were in charge. And I feel like we've done a fairly good job of rebuilding the offense, again, around Shador in year 2. Give him all the reps, give him the playbook. Watson is not even on the team. We're paying him to stay home at this point. Now Shador in trouble. Quickly throws over the middle. Judkins, that was it. I should have just checked it down. They'll call timeout quickly. There's Todd Monken right on cue, or at least the character that looks closest to Todd Monken. Also the same one I think I picked for Jeff Hatley. Second and 8. Sanders now back to pass. He's got good protection. He'll throw far to the right side. Harold Fannin, actually probably better that he dropped it. And you don't want to celebrate a drop at all traditionally, but probably better that he actually dropped that one. Sanders. Zip it right side. Oh! Brian Thomas, ouch. Landing on the back of Joey Porter when he came down. And that's incomplete, and credit the Steelers defense. This Steelers defense still very good. Cam Hayward did retire in the game. Otherwise, they're pretty much back and intact. Still with Jalen Ramsey, of course, that they picked up in that midseason trade last year. Still with Queen, still with Watt, Highsmith, Herbig, Derek Harmon. And now with the rookie quarterback, Ty Simpson, leading the stead. You're right, they haven't, Wendell. It's sort of been a new tradition is that Mike Tomlin can't win in Pittsburgh, so I hope that Mike McCarthy didn't screw that up for us. There he is, right on cue. I literally said his name and he came on camera. The winning lottery numbers are... They don't show up on the screen. Across the middle. Ooh, up in the air! Metcalf got decked. Delpit laid the boom and snap it back into place. Safety belt acquired. Drive safely here. 3rd and 7 now. Simpson. Pressure. He'll be hit as he throws. Wiggly throw to the left side. Short throw, and Campbell knocks it out. Tyson Campbell decking Deebo Samuel, dropping the football. Samuel, Campbell, Tyson. Too many names that sound alike. Waitman left foots it down. Both left-footed punters in this game. Always a fun matchup. Here comes Larbadan from his 20. Tries to get past. Well, he sort of shoves the first guy down to the ground. Dante Kent, and now 1st and 10. Just 35 seconds, but they do have 2 timeouts remaining. Sanders, left side throw, caught by Brian Thomas. And Patrick Queen with another tackle. Monken calls timeout. Looking at that Microsoft Surface. They give me no money to say that. If they want to, I'll be happy to talk about it every time I see it. If only we had a connection at Microsoft. Shedeur Sanders, left side throw, caught wide open, Fannin at the 40. Get out of bounds, Harold. What are you doing? Not the smartest of choices there. He tried to run up the field. The Browns will have to wait their final. Have to waste their final timeout. 24 seconds. They are in his range, but cannot take a sack here. Sanders shuffling. And now he's going to take a sack. Actually, it's a 3-yard scramble. They got to hurry back. Everybody got to rush back to the line. He's going to try to spike it. 10 seconds. 9 seconds. Here comes Judkins all the way back. Actually, Bond lining up in the backfield, and he'll spike it with 6 seconds remaining. And here comes Schmidt. So actually not the worst thing that could have happened there. Able to give Schmidt an opportunity to put one through, and he does. 16-10. Still 3 seconds remaining in the game. Yeah, they've started out from the box scores that I've looked. I mean, it's so hard to over-evaluate or analyze preseason baseball, spring training baseball, but it seems like they're hitting the ball okay, which has always been their issue. Bazana's already got a deep home run. Chase DeLauder, Jose Ramirez, back-to-back doubles in a game. Like, yeah, that's what we're going to need. And incomplete. End of the first half of play. Appreciate you being on again. Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. Halftime of week number 2. Browns and Steelers tied. Not tied. They're tied at 1-0 on their records, but it's 16-10 in the game. And the Browns are going to get the second half kick here. An opportunity for a little double dip after the 49-yarder from Schmidt to end, basically, half number 1. Larbadan has it past the 30, or actually they'll say right at the 30. Shedeur Sanders has been good. He has not made the big turnover yet, knocking on wood. And that's been kind of the big thing for him. He's not going to turn that football over. How about a nice little RPO to the left side? Brian Thomas breaks a tackle, and he'll be up to the 39. Give him a gain of 8. Shedeur in a shotgun. Center Pat Coogan, the national champion himself, snaps it back to pass. Fired right side. Caught short. But a first down is achieved. Another catch from Carnell Tate. Speaking of former national champions from 2 years ago, Carnell Tate. Two tight ends on the left side of the formation. Turn around. Give it to Quinchon up the middle. Quinchon. Sticky little feet into the ground. Give him 4 for the 46. Up the middle. Quinchon. Big gainer to the 35. Starting to the 45 and then the 40. And he is running hard, really running hard to start this sim season. Both the Ravens game, he had over 100 yards, and this one, he's about to have over 100 yards, and he looks sharp, which is what we want. This, with the upgraded offensive line. Pressure coming up. Now he'll take the gap. 35, 25 to the 30. Gosh, my math is off. My brain is not back from being really sick this week, guys. It is weird. I can't even math right. I can't even look at the numbers on the field right. Anyway, first down to the 16. That part I'm sure of. Motion coming from Carnell Tate. He's got one-on-one coverage of the linebacker. Sanders goes the other way. Up in the air. Fighting for it is Bond, and he holds on. Whew, what a catch. Looked like that thing tried to get punched out of there, and he held on. First and goal at the 6. Now motion from Bond. It's like a young Josh Cribbs out there. Give it to Quinchon up the middle. Touchdown, Browns! All the eye candy from Bond. And all it was to do was to distract, displace, deny, whatever. And Quinchon into the end zone. Beautifully done opening drive and a nice 10-point double dip for the Browns. And they're going to go for 2 here. And make this 24-10. Which I suppose is what the card says you should do. Blitz coming. Shador rolls, fires back across the middle. Can't hold on. Bond, that time it was knocked out of his hands. And incomplete. So, no 2-pointer for the Browns. They'll kick it off. Here comes Ty Simpson, his first drive of the second half. Around, give it up the middle. Jalen Warren spinning his way through, and then JOK makes the tackle. Just 10 carries, 28 yards so far for Warren. David, good to have you on, man. That's a good one. I might be ready for that ride. My birthday's next week, actually, so I'm not sure I'm officially a senior, but getting closer every day. Simpson floating it right side, knocked away. Skoranek on the other end, and Marcus Epps. He's so far playing well. He's in that Rayshon Jenkins role for us, free agent safety, formerly of the Patriots. Almost won the Super Bowl. Gosh, just a couple weeks ago. Quinchon having a very good game. Monken giving him a couple more words of encouragement. Browns now with a real big chance to grow on this lead. And again, with this defense, and maybe that's partly why Stefanski was fired, if you're actually trying to look for real excuses, is that the defense was good enough that if you could have just scored 21 to 24 points on a moderately regular basis, you could have won 10 games. I mean, realistically, you could have. So that's why I'll be real curious. There are some of us on this channel who think that they are just in full tank mode and they want to pick at the top of the draft next year as Jalen Ramsey will throw a pick. As I say the word pick, Ramsey picks off Sanders, his first interception of the season for Shador Sanders, and giving momentum right back to the black and gold. That was not a great throw. Ramsey jumped the route. Anyway, draft more good players who will be good in a couple of years. A la, get yourself another Quinchon, Mason Graham, Swessinger, and a touchdown. Fannin, Jalen Warren into the end zone. That took not very long at all. One play after the touchdown, or one play after the interception goes the touchdown. Man, my brain fog today. Sorry about that, everybody. I promise this isn't the first time. It took him 6 seconds to go that one play and then 21 yards. But anyway, or are they actually going to try to take advantage of an elite level defense and put themselves in a position to score 21 to 28 points a game and actually win 8 to 10 games. And is this the guy who's going to do it? It can't be the other guy. We can't put him back out there. The level of embarrassment that would just be off the charts. Which of course is why I fully expect the Browns to do it, because that's what they do. Here comes Quinchon up the middle. Stiff arms his way past one. I think we're going to have a late hold. And we are. Still can't point the right direction, can you, Madden? DeJuan Jones called for holding. 1st and 20 for the Browns. Out of a pistol this time, Shedeur Sanders. Coogan snaps it back. Shedeur stands right there, staying in the pocket, stoic in the pocket. He'll throw it away after feeling the grasp of Alex Highsmith around his waist. 2nd and 20. Trips to the left side. Quick throw to that side, caught by Brian Thomas, the wide receiver we traded for with Jacksonville in the virtual offseason. A call that I would make if I'm Andrew Berry. You already have fleeced the Jacksonville guy once. Fleece him again, baby. I've seen draft day. I know how it works. Throw over left side. Bond wide open for a first down, and he holds on. That was a nice throw from Shedeur to Isaiah. And a first down. Browns up at the 47. Another layers concept. He levels that ball beautifully. He had Tate underneath it. Everybody thought they were going to Tate. Bond wide open at the second level. Joey Porter has to react to make the tackle. Beautiful read, beautiful throw. That's just a good play design. And Shedeur throws that ball better than many of the ones he can throw on this in his playbook. He throws that one particularly well. This time Harmon and Watt will shut down Quinchon again, trying to go wide in Madden. Not something I would recommend if you're trying to be successful, specifically in a slow sim situation like this, where we're sort of acting like the de facto general manager and then the game plays itself, and we're left at the mercy of the AI of the computer players. How about 4 receivers to the left and a fan into the right? Back to pass now on a 3rd and 10. Blitz coming, but it's a long blitz over the middle. Got it! First down! BTJ to the 17. Brian Thomas Jr. I like him in the number 5. That's a hot look for him. And that was a beautiful pass as he just beat Joey Porter one-on-one. That cover 2 opened up like the parting of the Red Sea. And he ran that post right into the middle of it for a beautiful catch and a beautiful first down inside the 20 now. Shedeur pointing out the Mike linebacker. Motion from Carnell Tate. Once again being covered by a linebacker. Find that mismatch, Shedeur. Find it! Or throw it short over the middle. Bond for a very short catch of 4. It's an extension of the running game there. Double tight ends into the game now. Including Joe Royer. Late round pick from Cincinnati. University of. Go Bearcats. 3rd and 1 now. Pistol look for Quinchon. They'll run it to him. Quinchon right side. First down and more. To the 6-yard line. A 1st and goal. Browns. Nice run that time. Good play call. Good blocking on the right side. That's Tevin Jenkins and Francis Maui-Noah, the number 24 overall pick. Here comes Quinchon to the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 4. And somebody's hurt. And it's DeJuan Jones. Of course it is. I don't know why this guy is Mr. Glass all of a sudden. He didn't miss a single snap, I don't think, once he starting at Ohio State. Fortunately, he's on the bench and not the locker room, so he will return it. It's not a long-term injury. But Riley Molman, undrafted rookie free agent out of Wisconsin, the backup left tackle. Here comes Judkins, breaking tackles, touchdown! They run right behind him. Riley Molman, a left tackle from Wisconsin. I couldn't resist. Quinchon with his second touch. Look how skinny he is, Molman is, compared to some of the more elite NFL linemen. But Quinchon just refuses to give up. Again, we're talking about a guy who had a really nice year rushing and was getting hit in the backfield essentially every time that he would carry the football. That was how bad the offensive line was. 29-17. A little scoregami perhaps coming with 1956, 46, 56, whatever it is, to go until the end of this fun. Okay, Jalen Warren, he's had a pretty decent game. 11 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown on that final, or on the drive ago again when they scored off of the interception. Shedeur Sanders to Jalen Ramsey. You can try. You know what? I mean, to that point, Alex, I have not yet gone in and done all of the formation subs to give Dylan Sampson a cut of them, a share of the snaps, if you will. What I can say though is that I have the stamina sliders when they come out, when they take breaks. I've got them ratcheted up pretty high so that they're not going to be out there if they don't have good stamina, which is the biggest way to cut down on the injuries, if that makes any sense. And hopefully it does.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Simpson, give it up the middle to Warren. Warren shoved from behind by JOK. Schlesinger there on the tackle as well. 2nd and 6. Play action. Ty Simpson. Fired over the middle. So he got it. Caught. Nice catch. Ben Skoranek over the middle, and he splits the cover 2 of the Browns that time. Safety is cut in 2. And Simpson put a nice ball on him that time. Again, he definitely showed some flashes this year. Speaking of Ty Simpson, the part that's going to get him is that people are leery of quarterbacks who have a few starts as the ball pops out. I think this one's live. Mike Hall's got it. Is he going to win the foot race? He might. Look at those big men run. Mike Hall with a scoop and score. Browns. Mike Hall Jr. Stoic in that pick. I think this one's out clean too, by the way. JOK pops it out. That thing's definitely out. And a scoop and score for big Mike Hall. Look at that big man run. And now 1 turnover each way, and it's led immediately 2 points for the other team. So great punch by JOK, and then Mike Hall, give me some oxygen over there on the sideline. Miles comes over to talk to him. Dapping him up, Jerome Baker. The Buckeye Brotherhood is strong. Ty Simpson, Wendell, the kid from Alabama, who just started this year for Alabama. And they basically said, don't come back, because we've got a 5-star that we can't afford to keep putting on the bench anymore. So if you're playing college football in 26, it ain't for us, and he decided to go pro. And by all accounts, will probably be the 2nd quarterback taken off of the board. Steelers took him in round number 2 in this draft for whatever that's worth. Jonnu Smith with a catch. Remember, he came over in a trade as well. In fact, wasn't it Jonnu Smith and Jalen Ramsey for Minka Fitzpatrick? Yeah, Hall of Fame running back, Browns. Mike Hall, that's funny. 3rd and 8 as the Steelers struggling now. Again, when the Browns offense could possibly get a lead, i.e. that Raiders game last year, look out. When they can just tee off and make you one-dimensional. That's a nice catch by DK Metcalf on a dig route. Campbell had good coverage, but just a better throw and a better catch. And JOK, nice catch, tackle in the backfield again. I know he might not play again ever, but he's still in the game, and he's still on our team, and I felt like I wanted to put him in. Sue me. Wendell, I don't understand the question. Sorry, if it was even a question. All right, 36-17. The good guys look like they're about ready to start 2-0 on the young season. Got to finish, though. Throw up your 4s. Fired over the middle. Very short catch. There's another one for Deebo Samuel. Again, free agent pickup. A couple of free agent pickups to bolster Shaq Thompson, John Simpson. Ty Simpson fires it left side, incomplete. Try to go for DK. Tyson was all over him. And Mike McCarthy's going to go for it on this 4th and 8. Ty Simpson on the 4th and 8. Empty backfield. Still have yet to really call Miles' name much today. Fired right side, incomplete at the feet of Roman Wilson. And the Browns will turn over the Steelers on down. That counts as a turnover in my book. Oh, Will Howard, you mean. Sorry, yes, Will's House. I see. Your phone might have just been mad at you while you were typing. Will Howard is technically the backup for the Steelers, so I don't know if they did a virtual quarterback composition or if it was just one guy's rated 70 and the other guy's rated 67. But yes, Will Howard is technically the backup of this Steeler football team, and I would assume he'll have an opportunity to win the job. DeJuan Jones still out for the Browns, by the way. 71, Riley Mullman still at the left tackle. Turn around, Quinshawn again up the middle. Ooh, bad spot, 4th and inches. From the 36, let's see if Todd wants to push it and go for it. Or kick another field goal. And he will take the latter. 53-yard attempt for Schmidt to make it 39-17. Schmidt's kick is up, and it's good. Schmidt happens from 53. Schmidt's been dialed in to start this season. 39-17. Taking advantage of the young quarterback in Ty Simpson, who's not been particularly good. 12:32 remaining in the fourth quarter. Again, Phil Nagy on Sports, joining you only place on YouTube. You're going to find these slow sim sporting events with live original commentary. Very, very appreciative of all 1,188 of our subscribers. You guys are the best. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we would very much appreciate it. Or if you got yourself a new Gmail account and forgot to subscribe from it, please do. We'll take all of them. It's not cheating. We're not trying to buy bots or anything like that, I promise. Nobody's getting rich off Nagy on Sports. We do it for fun. We do it for the fans. We do it for the cool relationships with Buckeye fans, Browns fans, Cavs fans, Blue Jacket fans, Crew fans, Team USA fans. This one's going to be deflected at the line. Speaking of USA, anybody watch that USA-Canada hockey game? It was like a sprint for 3 periods. It wasn't well, plus the 2 minutes of overtime. It was an insane game, just an insane pace. Truly the world's best going head-to-head. I wondered for a while that as good as Canada is at developing hockey players, that why the best goalie they can do is like the backup for the St. Louis Blues when the USA has like a 3-time Vezina winner. And that was one of the big differences, if not the biggest difference, is Delpit almost tips it, a little 9-6 action. He tried to tip it to him. Freiermuth was the intended target on a 4th and 10. They're going to go for it again. Yeah, Wendell, I think you could probably go out on that limb. Fired over the middle, though, on a 4th and 10. They'll pick up the first down. Simpson paid for it dearly. Schlesinger knocked him into the next county. But they complete the pass, so trips to the left side. Now Warren being chased by Miles and now tackled by Ronnie Hickman. Again, Hickman got a number change in our offseason, no longer 33. Number 1 looks real sharp on him, in my opinion. Simpson again, fired over the middle, caught near the first down. They'll give him the first down, actually. It's Deebo Samuel. A lot of catches today for Deebo, but nothing super explosive. And maybe that's what you're getting when you sign up for Deebo Samuel this late in his career. Simpson out route. Caught first down. Skoranek again. It feels like he's been the most explosive of the receivers. Has been Skoranek. We really haven't seen DK Metcalf do much today. Up the middle, that's Caleb Johnson, last year's rookie out of Iowa, who really, a lot of people thought he was going to be the workhorse coming out of Iowa, and he had a really good Big Ten campaign, but it's a good one too, David. But he just never really got an opportunity, and Warren took advantage of no more Najee Harris. Sack number 6, and it belongs to Mason Graham. 3rd and long coming up. It's been a rough day at the office for the rookie quarterback. Welcome to the league, Rook. Welcome to the dog pound, Rook. And you haven't even got baptized by Myles Garrett yet. But it's coming. I can feel it. Oh, he hit him right as he threw it. Jump ball corner, and he beats him. Touchdown, DK Metcalf. They just threw a jump ball. And Metcalf is, what, 6'4"? Big body, big frame. And he just literally boxed out. No, we're not even going to see a replay. But he literally boxed out Tyson Campbell like Charles Barkley. And Warren will go easily into the end zone for the 2-pointer, and it's now 35 to 20 or 39 to 25. This has got to be scoregami, right? Completely original combination of numbers that we've never had before in terms of the score, hence the scoregami. All right, the jump roping celebration a little bit excessive. I don't think he's 6'8", Wendell. Maybe when he's jumping he feels like he's 6'8". I think he's got more than a 4-inch vertical. I think he's like 6'4" or 6'5". I don't have my roster in front of me today. I apologize. Looks like Dwan Jones coming back out on the field. Quinshawn having another nice day. 14-point lead. 7.5 to go. Just grind this thing out. That's what I would do if I were in charge. Play action. Actually an RPO over the middle and Fannin couldn't hold on. Shaq Thompson all up in the middle of that play. 7:22. Shedeur Sanders pointing out the Mike linebacker. Back to pass again. And sacked. Second one for Highsmith today. So again, it's not perfection, certainly. This defensive line is, or offensive line is what, 6 sacks now on Shedeur, but they're running the ball better. They're giving him time to make some throws, which is, better than they had last year. Shedeur will take off, and he'll slide short of even the original line of scrimmage, so it's a 4th and 12, and they will go 3 and out, and they wasted about 35 seconds because of Todd's decision to throw on the first 2 downs. I guess he got sacked on the 1, so maybe they lost like a minute and 20 seconds. Still not as many as I would have hoped for. 39-25. 6:11 to go. Browns in the catbird seat. The rookie quarterback Ty Simpson. 6'4". Okay, thank you. Up the middle, nice tackle by Swessinger. Dooley in very accurately being given the superstar. Also, Denzel not being an X Factor anymore is crazy. I don't know when that happened. Comes up to make his nose dirty in the tackle there. 3rd and 13. Alex Wright. Dude's having a crazy game. A crazy beginning of the season. Simpson now, back to pass. Ty surveys the field, steps up, floats it on the run, a little jump throw, left side, another jump ball, and it's caught again by Skoranek. And we're going to get a defensive pass interference on Miles Harden. The net result is the same. Ball would have been there, instead he caught there. So 2 jump balls for Ty Simpson that are just prayer of a throws. And the receivers have outbodied the Browns. We have to go to the Cavs facility this week and work on boxing out for our defensive backs. 2nd and 2. Play action. Stepping up. Now firing left side. Hit as he throws. And it'll rumble out of bounds. 3rd and 2. Alex Wright all over Ty Simpson today. He has really been all over him. Look how wide he is. Look, he's down there over the slot at the bottom of the screen. So he's going to cover the slot crazily. And it's caught by Delpit. First down inside the 15. Simpson on the run. Ben Skoranek again. He's had a lot of catches. Play action, booting. Oh, he runs right past Alex Wright, who had his 4th sack. And Alex Wright just ran right past him. He was not in the spot he expected him to be. He is going to get teased during film on that one. Simpson now, he'll step up 15-10. Tackle from behind by Alex Wright, but it's a first down at the 4. And here come the Steelers, trying to make this thing a game late. Browns just need to finish. Caught at the goal line, stays out. Actually, it's dropped by Skoranek. No, says Miles Harden. A long time to call this hold. Troy Fontenot. Now in his, third season as the right tackle out of Washington. 39-25. Second and goal, but they're all the way back at the 14. Simpson. Quick little throw over the middle. Caught by Skoranek. I don't know how he caught that around Delpit. And then the rookie Jalen Catalan, who's into the game, number 27. Late round pick, free safety backup, makes the tackle. Third and goal, right side. Easily caught from Jalen Warren. Touchdown Steelers. And this thing's down to a one-score game, fam. They're going to go for 2. Down 8 right now. And Warren into the end zone, and now they're down 6 with 3 minutes to go. Sheesh. Browns, this is unlike them. Their defense letting the rookie quarterback Ty Simpson bring his Steelers team back, and we got a game with under 3 to go. Come on, Shador, finish this thing off, baby. John Doe. Shador now wiggling right. He'll be sacked by a falling down TJ Watt. Now we know is going to end up getting dinged for that one, but I think that one's on Shador. Just pick up your feet when you're getting outside of the pocket. The Steelers call timeout right away. Hey, Mitchell, welcome in. Now we're not just there yet, Alex. Caught by Harold Fannin across the 25, and here comes timeout number 2. I think they just kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit too early. When it was 39-17 maybe. Back to pass now. Sanders zips it way over, though. He had a receiver and he just put it a little bit too high. He is certainly not perfect yet, and a 3 and out for the Browns, and you're going to give the Steelers about 2.5 minutes and a timeout, and they're only down 6 now. So now you got to ask your defense to step up. Gotta. Returner tackle back at the 35-yard line. Dante Kent again. All right. Simpson, 10 carries for 79 yards, has been a really underrated part of this game today. 2:38. And Simpson, now he'll be throwing it deep down the middle, tipped away by Ronnie Hickman. I'd like to see Ronnie try to catch that. Instead, he kind of went up with his back to the ball and just sort of punched it out of the air. Pick that thing off, Ronnie. Delayed handoff. Fake the handoff. Now they'll double team Graham. Left side throw. Oh, it's almost picked by Tyson Campbell. Woo. 3rd and 10. Alex wants some situational coach mode next drive. Up the middle, and Schlesinger. A big sack. Right on cue. Captain America comes in there and makes a huge play. And now a 4th and 18, and they're going to get the 2-minute warning to think about it. Saving that final timeout. Pretty important play right here. 4th and 18. Just no stupid penalties. That's really the only thing we need right now. Back to pass, Simpson. Miles, unknown today. Fired left side, tipped. Oh, was almost caught and then almost intercepted. And the Browns will get off the field, and that should be enough. They got 1 timeout left. The Browns are already in field goal range. Surely they will hand the football off. Judkins will protect it. Last timeout called by Mike McCarthy, and the Browns will survive and go to 2-0 here, pending something absolutely asinine and Madden-like. 20 carries, another 123 yards, 2 touchdowns for Quinshon Judkins. He played very well today. Let that clock run all the way down. Why are you throwing it? Because you're going to throw a first down to Brian Thomas and win the game. Okay. Brown can be an aggressive. Now they'll go to victory formation from the 11. Browns 2-0. Pittsburgh drops to 1-1. Here at Nagy on Sports, we'll take a look at the stats. I know some of you like to hop off at the end of the game. This one is an exciting one. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much again to all my subscribers. Browns win! Browns win! Browns win! Taking the home opener from Ty Simpson and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Schlesinger had a game-icing sack. 39-33. Browns now 2-0, and more importantly, 2 AFC North division wins. Once again, let's take a quick look at the statistics, if you'll bear with me. Here, 22 of 42 for 256 and 3 touchdowns. Ty Simpson actually played pretty darn well. His measurables are very, very similar to Shador's, for those who are curious. 19 of 48 for Jalen Warren. He had the touchdown off of the Shador interception. 10 for 79 scrambles today for Simpson. He was all over the place. Deebo Samuel told you that he was the second receiver now. 6 for 65, a touchdown, 2 drops. Skoranek, 6 for 98, 1 drop. Metcalf, 3 for 48 and 2 drops. Freiermuth, the 3 catches, 3 for Warren, 1 for Jonnu Smith. Defensively, Patrick Queen, 10 tackles. Jabril Peppers, Joey Porter, Derek Harmon all over the place. Sacks today, 2.5 for Harmon, 2.5 for Watt, 2 for Highsmith. They were all over the place. The pick was by Jalen Ramsey, as again, the Steelers feel like they always have such a veteran-laden defense. Shador today, not as good, not as efficient with the football, 26 of 37, still for 321, but the no touchdowns and the 1 interception almost hurt them in the end. Quinshawn was great today, 20 carries, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. Shador with 5 scrambles for 31 and a touchdown of his own. 7 catches, 73 yards for Brian Thomas. Thank you for being a Cleveland Brown. Isaiah Bond, 6 for 54. Carnell Tate, 5 for 83, including a long of 38. Fannin, 5 for 67. So there's your core 4 receivers, 2, and then remember that long first down throw and catch for Tillman. Defensively, 11 tackles for Schlesinger, for JOK, and for Delpit. 10 for him, rather. Sacks today, 3.5 for Wright, 1.5 for Mason Graham, 1 for Schlesinger. That was the game icer, and 1 for JOK in this one. No interceptions, but they did force the fumble. JOK punched it out, and Mike Hall Jr. scoop and store 56 yards for the Browns touchdown in this one. Browns win 39-31. What a game here for the Browns. Started off strong, got a little lazy in the middle, and then they're ending up on the right side of things at the end. Guys, I appreciate you being on. Sorry about the spaciness in the middle of that stream. There's a lot of things still happening in my life, and my brain's clearly not healed up from being sick earlier this week. So, but do appreciate you. Thanks so much again to all my subscribers. You guys are the best. If you haven't subscribed, please do hit that thumbs up button on the way out as well. I will see you with more sim action, either Buckeyes or Browns, here in the next day or two. Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Go Cavs if they're continuing to play. I don't know what their exact schedule is. And as always, go Browns!